person.
I'm nobody. Epic stop.
Why?
Oh. Epic stop. I don't know. I thought I was saving a battery or something.
Welcome. Thanks for clicking play. But since you clicked play, why don't you subscribe? Today, we're just going to watch Dang's mom open up a Lorwyn bundle. If you like what you see, please join us again. Peace.
I didn't want it. It didn't have to skip over.
Okay, let's see. Does it come with the dice? It does.
So gonna with.
Dice. This is a pretty dice too.
No.
But it's gonna be more like, if anything, greenish. But yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so it comes with the land pack, and I don't know what this is. An enchantment. Alright, and it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs. Let's see, let's open this one first. Yes. Can you open and get it?
She's on second.
Not bad, not bad. Ooh, I got a mythic in my very first pack.
Yeah.
Horse serpent. Oh, we were just talking about horses.
Yeah.
This creature enters with -3 1/1 counters on it. What the fuck? Pay 2, remove a counter from this creature, draw a card. Oh. Pay 3, remove 2 counters from this creature. Top target creature, put a stun counter on it. Very good, very good. We will go over here. An instant for 1 mana. Target creature you control against it. Such a lifelink until the turn when this creature dies, it turns to a 2/2 black and green elf creature token. For 1 mana, babe? It does all that. I'm telling you, like, this is ridiculous. Ooh, first man foil. This is ridiculous that it does all that, instant speed, and 1 mana. All our other cards are gonna be like pretty useless. Alrighty, enchantment orange, creature wins. Or enters and checks your d6 for 1 time of turn. Or creature enters level 1. Unforgiving aim. This creature with like. Oh, this is way better. Unforgiving aim. Choose one. Destroy target creature with flying, destroy target enchantment, or create a 2/2 black and green elf creature token. That is so many options. That is very good. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 black and red goblin creature token. Put 4 negative counters on target creature. Not bad. And equipment. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and is all creature types. Oh, I thought it was a script. No, it's just elemental. When this creature enters, whenever it casts a spell, mana value for creating, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Seer. Instant. Seer deals for damage to target creature or planeswalker. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, create a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature token with flying. What counts I? 2 kindred enchantment off at the beginning of your upkeep, Vel 1. 5, 6, sacrifice enchantment, create a token. I think this is going in my pure elf deck. Elf warrior. Discard a card, this creature gets a shift to 1 time to turn. Tap. Hit. And our rare. I have this one. I pulled it in the pre-release. Oh, I think it was the, what is it called? The stamp card, even though it's not stamped anymore. It's pretty good. What are we calling it now? It's not stamped.
Bonus card.
A bonus card. A changeling. It's for 4 mana. It's a 3/4 with reach. I mean, I guess you could do something with it if you really need a changeling. It does have reach. And it's foil, so that's a plus. So here, oh, that's third pack. This creature enters with 2 negative counters. When the creature dies, or Vel 1, then remove a negative counter from this creature. Oh, not playing that. Fairy Rogue. Flash, pretty good. Flyer 2/2. When this creature enters, choose 1 tap target creature or untap target creature. Not bad at all. I like those type of cards. I don't care for this card too much mana. Creature controls +1/+1, so return its power to one creature and opponent controls. It's not a fight without dealing damage to your own creature. Giant warrior. This creature enters with 2 negative 1 counters on it. pay 2, remove a counter from this creature. Target creature can't block this turn, and activate only as a sorcery. Alright, another fairy. Flyer. When this creature enters, you may blight one. If you do, each opponent discards a card. I forgot what blight is. Oh, for negative 1 counter creature control. Duh. This is the spell cost one. This is cast for each Kithkin. When this creature enters, draw a card. I don't see anybody playing this, but okay. Another changeling shapeshifter. Tap for mana. It's an artifact only. Pay 4, becomes a creature on the turn for 4. Alrighty. You may cast a spell that has flash if you control a fairy. It's a 4/3 flyer. This creature has 6 proof as long as it's untapped. Not bad, not bad. Target creature control gets +2 and gains hexproof until end of turn. For 1 mana, like, definitely a good card. Definitely. When this creature enters, it deals damage to target creature playing controls, where it says the number of colors among permanents you control. I don't know. And for a rare, it's a Merfolk Wizard with Flash. It has Convoke. When this creature enters, return up to one other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I like that card. For the foil, we have a 4/3 trample. When this creature enters, create a treasure token. Alrighty. So we're going to... What the heck is this? What the heck? Alright, our first common. When you cast a spell mana 4 greater, this creature mana value 4 greater, this creature gets +2 until the turn, too specific. When this creature goes tab, and then let's see enchantment. Oh, got the enchantment earlier. No, oh no, it's not bad, I guess, for 3 mana. It has flash. So. Trees deals 3 damage to any target. You may discard a card if I do draw a card. Not bad, not bad. When this creature enters or attacks, you may like 2 if you do draw a card and lose 1 life. Not doing that. This one you pay 2 mana, exile this card from your graveyard, create a 2/2 black every no creature token, activate only as a sorcery. Interesting. And then changeling. When this creature enters, you may search library for a basic land card, reveal in your hand and shuffle. Not bad, not bad. Wonderwind Farewell. You can play for its invoke cost, return 1 or 2 target non-land permanents to their owner's hands, and if you control a Merfolk, create a 1/1 white and blue Merfolk creature token for each permanent return to its owner's hand. Okay. This creature can be blocked by creature with power 2 or less, as long as another creature enters the battlefield you control this turn. This creature gets +2/+0. 3 mana. Gain control of target creature until the turn. Untap the creature. Gains haste until the turn. If that creature is a goat, it also gets +2/+0 until the turn. Very, very specific. This creature enters with a -1 counter on it. P2, remove a counter from a creature. Draw a card. Activate only as a sorcery. And then we have our... Oh, got a mythic. I got the Oko Lorwyn Leech Planeswalker. At the beginning of your first main phase, I may pay a green if I do transform him. I think one of the group friends drew this one, if I'm not mistaken, during pre-release day. Up to 1 target creature against all creature types, and target creature declared 1. I mean -2 until end of turn. What does it transform to? At the beginning of your main phase, you may pay 1 if you do transform him. Okay. Mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. Create 2 3/3 green elk creature tokens for the -3 or -6. Choose a creature type. You get an emblem with the creatures you control the chosen type. Get +3/+3 in vigilance and hexproof. You could get to -6, I think, pretty fast. Yeah, I think you get there pretty fast. It's a pretty good card. I got a 1/1 Death Touch for 1 mana. When another creature you control enters, you gain a life. This is a very good card for tokens. It's a Death Touch. It's 1 mana. Yes, it could die easily, but I mean, it's 1 mana. Can't beat that. There we go. Our 5th cat. Babe, I got an Oko Lorwyn Leech. And he's blue and green, so he might go on my new deck. When creature becomes tapped, target creature controls gets either 3 negative 0 until end of turn. And we'll hold. When this enchantment enters, exile up to 1 target non-permanent. Opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. You gain 1. You gain 2 life. This is a 4/2 flash with reach for 3 mana. I mean, not that bad, I guess. Exile top to library. If this spell's additional cost is paid, exile top 3 cards instead until the turn. You may play those cards. I don't see myself playing that. For 1 mana, pretty good. Target creature control gains touch life until the turn, and when it dies, you create a 2/2 green black and green elk creature token. That's pretty good. A 4/2 changeling with trample. When this creature enters, you may pay 2. You do like 2. Then we have another enchantment. When this enchantment enters, create 2 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens. Oh, look at little people. At the beginning of each end step, you put a counter on a creature this turn. This enchantment deals 2 damage to each opponent. At the beginning of each end step, you put a counter on a creature. This enchantment deals 2 damage to each opponent. Huh. Oh, we have this little cute thing right here. Blister Burn. For 5 mana, he's a 1/4. At the beginning of combat on my turn, another target creature I control. Oh no, wait. At the beginning of combat on my turn, another target creature I control gets +6/+6 until end of turn, where X is the number of colors among permanents I control. The beginning good. It's not bad, but I don't see. Let me count. I don't see myself casting that for 5 mana. For 4 mana, 2/2 changeling. When this creature enters, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, not bad. He's a shifter. What? Another mythic. Is that my 3rd or 4th mythic? This spell can be countered for 4 mana. Counter all spells your opponents control and all abilities your opponents control. Create a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature token with flying for each spell and ability countered this way. That is crazy. Definitely have to update my fairy deck. And then this one's very pretty. The art. Owl, frog, goblin. I don't know what's under there, but there's something under there. Bird, dinosaur. There's a lot going on in this card. Sorcery for 2 mana. Target opponent reveals his card. Target opponent reveals their hand. Target opponent reveals their cards. You choose another permanent card from the play. Display the card. Target gets like 2 next to on the turn. Not bad. Not bad. Then we have a plains and a token. Please go here. Please go here. Alrighty. So for 1 mana, you get a 1/2. You pay 1. Exile this card from graveyard. Create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. Activate only as a sorcery. For 2 mana, tap it. Add 1 mana of any color. It's a 0/4. So it's better than the other ones that are like 0/1 because they're easy to kill, and this one shouldn't be as easy to kill. Flame Chain Mauler for 2/2. You get a 2/2. This creature gets +1/+0 mana until return. Okay, I'll see myself playing that. This creature enters with 2 -1 counters from another creature control dice or fell one. Then remove negative counter from this creature. Another fairy. Okay, we drew it earlier. We drew this one earlier, and I don't see myself ever playing that card. When this creature enters, you may pay 2 if you don't like to. Ooh, Dead Touch for 1. Or we got that one foil, pretty good card. I think it's a pretty good card. Got this one too. White 1, creature deals 2 damage to each opponent. And let's see, this land is an uncommon. As this land enters, choose elemental, elf, fairy, giant, goblin, kithkin, merfolk, or treefolk. Tap it back for colorless or add 1 mana of any color, only because it's chosen type. Your activate abilities which source of chosen type. I mean, not bad. For our rare, we have Spry and Mighty. It's a sorcery for 5 mana. Choose 2 creatures you control. You draw X cards at the end, and the chosen creatures get +X/+X and gain trample until end of turn, where X is the difference between the chosen creature's powers. Huh, interesting. I think I like this card. I see myself playing this card for sure. And then it looks like we have another rare. For 3 mana, it's a 3/2. When this creature enters, transforms into Bridget's Chance Heart. Create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay 1 if you do transform it into a 3/2. Ooh. At X or white mana, where X is the number of other creatures you control. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay 1 if you do transform it. At the beginning of your main phase. So these are letting you transform it back into a creature. This is pretty good. I can see myself playing this in my enchantment deck. Yep. This is pretty good. Oh, this is another rare. For the foil, we have an instant for 3 mana. Draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard a creature card. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. We're on our 7th pack. So far we've been throwing pretty decent cards. I like all my mythics for sure. Seen this one a lot already. When this creature enters, so a creature keeps flying onto the turn. It's a lot of mana for this creature in my opinion. This is an instant. Use its convoke. 1 or 2 target creatures get +2/+1 until end of turn. I haven't seen this guy. He's a 2/2. Tap it. Target creature control. Gains +1/+1 vigilance until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Already seen this one. And I put guys. With flash, when this equipment enters, target creature control. He gains wither until end of turn. Deals damage to creature in the form of -1. That is pretty sneaky. A flash, wither, boosts it up. Yeah, I can see myself playing this card. When this creature enters, you may pay 2 if you don't like to. I've already seen this one. We have a double strike elemental. Squawk roaster. Power is equal to the number of colors among permanents you control. Okay. Perfect intimidation. For 4 mana, it's a sorcery. Choose 1 or both. Target opponent exiles 2 cards from their hand. Remove all counters from target creature. This card. The art on this one's pretty cool. It's an instant for 2 mana. Target creature gets +3/+3 until its turn. If a creature enters battlefield control this turn, draw a card. So I can see myself playing this for sure. Whenever a creature controls attacks alone, it gets +6/+6 until return. X is the number of Kithkin to control. It's alright. Ooh, another mythic. And it's, I believe it's the same one as the other one. Yeah, this spell can be countered. Counter all spells your opponents control and all abilities your opponents control. Create a 1/1 blue black fairy creature token with flying for each spell and ability countered this way. But this is the pretty art. Ooh. Nice. Very nice. When this creature enters, you may pay 2. Okay, we're already seeing this one. Well, alrighty. So we're moving on to our 8th pack. 5/6 Vigilance. Pay it for its control cost. Too much mana for me. This creature enters with 2 -1 counters. Pay 2, remove counter from this creature. Target creature can be lost. Okay. Drain Seizure. We've already seen this one. So,
Yeah.
0. This enchantment enters, exile to one target non-life permanent opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield and a game to life. Interesting. Once you transfer, create a 1/1 item creature token. Flying and vigilant, and you can pay its mana cost with Convoke. When this creature attacks, you draw a card and you lose a life. Interesting. I don't know if I want to do that. When this creature attacks, you may tap another and tap your foe you control. When you do return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, it's an uncommon. Goes on this file. The goat, not very specific. It has to get this other part, it has to be a goat. Interesting. This card already. This card is very interesting. This enchantment enters, you may blank one. If you do, create 2 1 black goblin creature tokens. When this goblin creature control dies, each opponent loses a life in your game. A life soul goblin deck or kindred deck. Not bad. Ooh, we got a Blood Crypt, Swamp Mountain. As the land enters, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tab. Don't mind if I do. And Wonderwine Distractor. When this creature becomes tapped, target creature your opponent controls gets -3, -0 until end of turn. I don't know. I don't see myself playing with that. Alright. I am very pleased with all the cards I'm drawing. Pretty good box, I believe. Let's see. Bundle. This is the last pack. Wild Unraveling. It's an instant. You can counter target spell. In addition to cast the spell, though, you have to blight 2 or pay 1. So really 3 mana, or I don't know. There's better cards than this one. Keep out. Choose one. Deal for damage to target tap creature or destroy enchantment. Pretty good for destroying enchantments. When another creature you control enters, this creature gets +1/+0 until turn. +1/+0. So I guess, and it has trample, so it's very good for token deck. 3/2 reach. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, this creature deals 2 damage to each opponent. Interesting. Mana value 4 or greater. Alright, so we got this one earlier. I like the art on it. Nice. When this creature attacks, you draw a card and lose a life. Okay, not bad. Because of the draw card, but I don't like losing life, so we'll see how that works. A 2/2 changeling with flash. And then this creature enters with 2 -1 counters on it. Pay 2. Remove a counter from this creature. Another target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains flying until end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery.
I thought y'all had killed the playthrough.
Not bad. I feel like he's about to throw the little goblin or whatever is on top of the tree. Because I think that's a whole tree. Or
Nice.
tree trunk. And make it fly. So that's kind of funny. This is a 2/3 fairy assassin. It's a flying lifelink creature. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, put negative counter up to 1 target creature.
Oh.
I like this one. This one's definitely going on my fairy deck. Pretty good card. Swat Away. For 4 mana, the spell costs 2 less to cast if a creature is attacking you. The owner of target spell or a creature puts it in the choice of the top or the bottom of their library for instant speed. Not bad. Not bad. And for our rare, for sorcery, 5/7, 5/6/7, 7 mana. Each opponent exiles a card from top of their library until they have exiled cards with total mana value of 5 or greater. Until end of turn, you may cast cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. That is crazy. Each opponent exiles cards from top of their library until they have exiled cards with total mana value 5 or greater. Oh, total mana value 5 or greater. That's still not bad. Play it in a big group, you still get your worth from it. Definitely a good card. Oh, and this is a double rare pack. It's a 2/2 flyer. This creature enters with -1/-1 counter for 1 mana. Not bad, I guess. Pay 3. Remove a counter from this creature whenever a creature you control does come damage to a player. Planeswalker this turn. Draw a card. Basically you have to counters on it so don't die. I don't. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Personify. This is an interesting card. For 2 mana, it's an instant. Exile target creature you control. Then return the card to the battlefield under control. Create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling. This is a pretty good card. I'll definitely be using this card up. So that was all our packs. I'm gonna put real fast all the cards we got. So we got a rare, well, all the rare ones at least, and mythics. And we got this guy. Then we got a land. And then this is the, I think the best one, in my opinion, or the art I like the best. Then we got this guy. Then we have this guy. And oh, we have the same one, but different art. And then the Oko's pretty cool too. Now we got another rare, and then mythic. So we got 4 mythics and 3, 6, 7 rares. Not bad at all.
That tea bag's understandable.